Hi, everybody. This is week 5 of our shelter in place mandate. And so I wanted to say hello, let you know I miss you guys. Uh, when this shelter in place started, Vera and I were in Hawaii. And gosh, we got there. We had 3 wonderful days there on the island. And on the 4th day, our daughter and granddaughters, Michael, all arrived. And so we had a good afternoon and another good day. And then on day 6, the shelter in place began there. Uh, Actually, along with the shelter in place, there came some torrential rainfall. It's like 2 inches an hour, they reported, and there was flooding. So we were confined in our rooms for a while. And but we made the best of it. We played games, did puzzles, crossword puzzles, and just enjoyed as best we could. But we were really limited. Um, Day 10, we came home, and it was not the vacation we had anticipated, but nonetheless, we enjoyed what we did. And we were thankful that we got home safe and healthy. And so, um, if you're like me, I am, by this time you're starting to get cabin fever. And I don't like cabin fever. And I'm missing these little excursions that I would take. I didn't even think about it, but you go to breakfast when you want downtown. You go to a movie if you want. You go to church. You go visit the grandkids. Uh, there's just so many little things you do that you're not able to do right now. So uh, it's a little bit troubling and certainly confining. So things are on hold, and until that's the way they'll be for a while. This kind of reminds me when I was a kid, my parents would tell me about the Great Depression and the scarcities and the poverty and the unemployment that took place then, and then also the rationing and so forth during World War II. And so this today is a little bit like that. Today actually maybe cause more anxiety because of the way the news reports it. You can't hardly get away from this reporting on it. And so, because it's so easy to get anxious, I wanted to share what I do sometimes, or I do it often when I'm starting to feel a little anxious, because I'm not immune to being anxious. So I like to go to the Bible. And there's a particular verse that I find comforting. It's from Isaiah chapter 7. There was a young king then, Ahaz was his name. He was actually an evil king. Under his government, was just a disaster for the religion at that time. But as he hadn't been a king very long when he was under attack from northern Israel and Syria. They had joined forces together and had attacked Judah. They were trying to force Judah to join their alliance because they wanted to. They were going to do battle with Assyria. So it says that Ahaz and the people there in Judah were shaken. It says that they were like the trees in the forest when the wind blows. They were shaken. So that's anxiety, and I understand that their circumstances were far different than ours, but still, when you're anxious, you're anxious. It's not comfortable. So I do find that the advice that Isaiah was told by the Lord to go to Ahaz and to say these words to him. He was to say, "Be careful, be calm, don't be afraid, don't lose heart, stand firm in your faith." And those words are comforting to me. I mean, that's good advice for me today. Good advice for any of us. Be careful, be calm, don't be afraid, don't lose heart, stand firm in your faith. God doesn't promise to take away the difficulties in our life. He doesn't promise to level the road and make it all smooth sailing, but he does promise to be there. He says, I'll be with you always to the very end of the age. So God is a promise keeper. You can trust him. So I also want to take a moment and just let you know what's going on in the Philippines. A couple months ago, I showed you some pictures from Jesse Duquesne's home, how it was kind of crumbling around him. The concrete they used years ago was breaking down, and so he needed the flooring was going out. He needed some repairs or to rebuild it, and he asked if we could help. $6,000 is what he felt he could rebuild his home for. So we took up a collection, and people were generous, and we sent off a couple of checks. And money has continued to come in for that work. People are so generous. We've so far sent him $8,500. And so thank you for that generosity. And I know that he will use his home to glorify God there in a remote area of the Philippines. I also wanted to let you know that during the fires a couple of years ago, we received a bunch of disaster relief masks, and actually we're able to give out. We still had some. We had like 850. So we gave 400 through Janice to the hospital, and Julie Ray took 300 to the living room, which was a homeless outreach here in Santa Rosa, and I'm sure they'll be used well and be helpful there. They're very much appreciated. We're during this shelter at home, we're definitely missing seeing one another. So I want to let you know that we're using a Zoom platform. It's something we use on our smartphones or the computers, and it's a way of having a video conference which can have multiple people. So I'm using it in a life group. Another is using it for a life group. So we get together, there'll be 10, 12 of us on a video. And it's a great way to encourage one another to just laugh, have a good time. Bryce is now using it for a couple of Bible studies. He has a Bible study on Tuesday night at 6 p.m. and Thursday night at 6 p.m. And he's studying Philippians. Sometimes there's 15, 20 of us there. So again, a great way for us to get together. If you're not familiar with that, if you need help with it, get a hold of Randy Mason, get a hold of Wayne. I'll try to help you too if I can, and we'll get you onto that. And I think you'll enjoy it. If nothing else, you can call up and be a part of the audio portion of it. The elders, we're not able to get together like we were, so we're using Zoom, so we have these video times together. So we're still praying for you guys, and we're still discussing and handling some of the situations that come up that need attention. I want to let you know, Bryce is doing a great job. And we're so appreciate all the hard work he's putting in, and it's much more work than what he had originally anticipated. And so he's doing a great job. Megan, great job with the Sunday worship time. If you haven't seen those, please ask us. We can help you get onto the YouTube or Facebook so you can see those and be blessed. Debbie is, Debbie's keeping the lights on, doing a good job. Thank you, Debbie. So that's really what I just wanted to touch base, let you guys know that we're available to pray for you guys. If you have special needs, please let us know. We'll do what we can to help you. So God bless all of you. We look forward to getting together when we can. And may you stay safe and healthy. All right. Bye-bye.